for that entire season.
It's a great point.
Because Brook Lopez plays the first game. Let's be clear. And the Bucks destroyed the Nets on ring night, a night teams don't typically play all that well because they're celebrating, they're having a good time. They destroyed the Nets that night. And it was like, oh my gosh, I guess the Bucks are just going to keep this thing rolling. And then Brook Lopez missed 60 games. And I just don't, there's a lot of things that the Bucks are doing differently. We can get to the offensive end and what they're doing on the offensive glass here in a little while. But like, there's a number of things that they're doing this year that I'm curious if it would have happened last year. If maybe they didn't start the season with the idea that, hey, we're going to start taking away more threes. But if they could, 40 games in, be like, all right, enough is enough. We can do this. We can give this a try. I just think Brook Lopez means so much. And I've heard Jeff Van Gundy on some of the ESPN broadcasts. And a lot of people talk about like, hey, Brook Lopez is pretty good. I don't know why people don't realize this outside of Milwaukee. And then if you talk to any Bucks fans, they're like, this dude's incredible. We don't ever want him to leave. Sign him to whatever contract you need to, because he should be here forever. And you talk to the most important player on the planet at the moment, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and all he tells you is, oh my gosh, Brook makes my life so much easier. He doesn't get every rebound, which would maybe be a problem, but he boxes everybody out. He eats up 3 dudes on the glass, and Giannis just swoops in for one-handed rebounds. And then, as you mentioned about the transition attack, he's out on the run, and he gets to do all the things that he's great at. On defense, he doesn't have to be the rim protector. He doesn't have to deal with 5 men. He can just be this roamer, free safety, whatever you want to call it, pterodactyl that we've never seen before. He gets to do all that because Brook Lopez is there. And I'm really curious to see as the season goes along. It's going well right now, right? The shot profile makes sense. They're forcing teams in the mid-range. They're not giving up as many shots at the rim as you would have thought. I think rather than like first, it's 4th or 5th. And then you go to the 3-point line and they're just not giving them up there. I'm really curious to see, one, if they continue to get better at this, if they continue to, fine tune it. Also, it's a pretty heavy load on Brook Lopez. I do think that's another part of this, is that there might have been some genuine concern about how far can we push Brook? How much can we ask him to do? Because over and over again, when you watch games this year, I've been tweeted out, like, I keep thinking to myself, why do teams keep trying Brook? You know what he can do. He's 7 feet tall. He's 280 pounds. He's been blocking shots like this for all 5 seasons he's been with the Bucks. Why are you trying him?
Well, but my alternatives are try Giannis, which seems horrible. Try Drew Holiday, which just seems like it seems like it's like getting mugged on the street or something. Yeah, it's just awful. Try Javon Carter, and I do think there's something to the fact that with Middleton out, they have started a total defensive specialist in the starting 5, and we're going to get to that in a minute. There just aren't that great options. Yeah, but Brook has been incredible. If they need to limit his minutes a little bit, like Ibaka just really hasn't looked great to me. I mean, he's playable, but that's about the best I can say. The Portis-Giannis combo has been consistently awesome for them at the 4 and the 5, was critical during their title run. They can amp that up a little bit, but I look at this defense, I don't see any reason why this is unsustainable. They may be getting a little bit lucky with opponent shooting. I think they're allowing like the second best corner 3 percentage and a bottom 10 3-point percentage, the second best mid-range percentage. So the tons of mid-range jumpers they're giving up on purpose, or kind of on purpose, are not going in. That'll change a little bit. But Drew, Giannis, and Brook Lopez are top 20 defenders in the NBA, and Giannis may make a run at defensive player of the year, although he learned last night, Eric, you better box out on Onyeka Okongwu or else he is going to leapfrog you and dunk it on your face. And you could tell that Giannis was a little frustrated by that last night.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.